All right, let's talk about the UK's big, new, high-stakes plan for AI. And look, this isn't just about trying to keep up. It's a really bold strategy, one that's designed to shape the entire future of the nation in a world that's, being totally transformed by this technology. So let's break it down.
And this quote right here from the Secretary of State, it really gets to the heart of the whole thing. The message is clear. This is not about passively waiting around. It's a bold declaration of intent. It's about choosing to be an active player, not just a spectator, in this massive AI revolution.
So, what's the actual challenge here? I mean, the UK is already a pretty major force in AI, right? It's home to pioneers like Google DeepMind. But, and this is the key, in a field like this, standing still is the same as falling behind. The UK's position as a global leader is genuinely on the line.
When you look at the global landscape, it's stark. The UK is currently the world's third largest AI market, which is amazing, but it's in this incredibly tough race against two absolute giants, the USA and China. Without a really decisive strategy, there's a very real danger of just being left in the dust.
Okay, so what's the government's answer to all this? It's called the AI Opportunities Action Plan. Think of it as the official playbook, the game plan designed to tackle this challenge head-on and lock in the UK's position as a world leader. The whole plan is built on three pretty logical pillars. First, you've got to build the AI engine. Simple. Second, you put that engine to work all across the economy. And third, you use all that momentum to create your own homegrown, world-beating AI champions. So let's dive into that first pillar. All right, pillar one, building the AI engine. I love this analogy. Think of it like a Formula One race. Before you even think about winning, you absolutely need a world-class engine. So this first step, it's all about laying those absolutely critical foundations.
So what are the actual parts of this engine? Well, it really boils down to three essential things. First up, you need raw power. We're talking top-tier computing and data infrastructure. Second, you need the people, the brains, right? That means attracting elite global talent. And third, you need the rules of the road. Smart, pro-innovation regulation that doesn't stifle creativity.
And when we talk about talent, the scale of this goal is just massive. The plan is calling for training tens of thousands of new AI professionals by 2030. This isn't some minor tweak. We're talking about a huge national effort to build up the human capital that's going to be needed for the future. But inside that big talent drive, there's a very specific challenge that needs to be tackled. Right now, only about 22% of people working in AI and data science are women. The plan is super clear on this. Closing this gap isn't just about fairness, which is important, of course. It's about unlocking thousands of additional skilled workers and actually reaching the UK's full potential.
Okay, so on the infrastructure side of things, the plan has this really key initiative, creating what they're calling AI growth zones. So what are these? Basically, they're special areas designed to fast-track the construction of data centers, which are, let's be honest, the physical factories of the AI age.
Okay, so the engine's being built. Now what? Well, the next phase is all about putting that powerful engine to work. This is where we see how the plan aims to use AI to deliver real, tangible benefits that can actually change people's lives.
And to get AI adopted inside the public sector, the government's using this really clear, simple three-step process: scan, pilot, and scale. It's so straightforward. First, they scan for the highest impact opportunities, then they quickly run a pilot of the most promising ideas, and finally, whatever works gets scaled up across the entire country. It's a really smart, agile approach that's designed to just cut right through all that red tape.
So what does this actually mean for you, for everyday life? Well, it could mean AI freeing up, say, 20% of a worker's time from boring, repetitive tasks. It could mean helping doctors diagnose cancer faster in the NHS. Or how about this one? Saving teachers over 15 hours a week on planning and marking. I mean, these are the real-world impacts that improve public services and make daily life better.
Okay, now we get to the third and, honestly, the most ambitious part of the whole plan: creating homegrown AI champions. This is where the UK's strategy shifts. It's about moving beyond just using AI to actually building the next generation of world-leading AI companies right there on home soil.
And the idea here is absolutely crucial. For the UK to truly benefit from the AI revolution, it can't just be a consumer, a taker of technology that was built somewhere else. It has to be an AI maker. This is all about securing both economic benefits and, just as importantly, global influence.
So how are they going to make this happen? The government is creating a brand new entity called UK Sovereign AI. Now, don't think of this as just another government department. No way. It's a powerful new unit designed to act more like an investment board, partnering directly with the private sector to build up these national champion companies.
And the toolkit this new unit has, it's incredibly powerful. We're talking direct investment into AI companies, access to valuable government datasets, guaranteed access to that critical computing power, and even a team dedicated to headhunting the world's best talent. The goal here is simple, really. Make the UK the single most attractive place on Earth to build a frontier AI company, period.
So, all of this brings us to the core philosophy that really justifies this whole ambitious plan. The government sees its strategy as more than just an opportunity. They see it as a necessary gamble, what the plan calls an asymmetric bet.
So what on earth does that mean? Well, an asymmetric bet is basically a situation where the potential downside of not doing something is catastrophic, while the downside of doing it is manageable. The plan's argument is this: even if AI progress slows down, all this investment in infrastructure and talent, it'll still pay off in other ways. But if AI accelerates like many think it will, failing to make this big bet now would mean letting the future be completely decided by others, outside the UK's borders.
And that, right there, leads us to the final critical question that this entire plan really hinges on. When you've got the future of the economy, national security, and society itself all at stake, the real question isn't whether the UK can afford to make this bet, it's whether it can possibly afford not to.